Hey team, Nike is back with another amazing Foamposite, and kind of like a Mulan, how they tried to make a man out of her, Nike is trying to make a Foamposite lover out of you. You're watching Hide and Sneakz. Let's go and talk about it. 2025 has been a fantastic year for Nike in terms of releasing fantastic Foamposites. The Galaxy's released and that was a great drop. We've had some other cool ones which we've talked about on this channel, but today we're going to be talking about the Nike Foamposite in the Psychic Blue colorway, and I think it is a fantastically cool pair to talk about. Now this is a pair that I talked about in my May upcoming release video, and I find it so fascinating that here in New Zealand it released a whole 2 months earlier than the rest of the world. Now as myself as a size 15, it can be really hard sometimes to get access to Foamposites, so I'm so excited to have this pair to talk about with you today. Now don't worry, I will cut to some B-roll of the shoe so you can see it, but here is the shoe and it just looks so amazing. The shade of blue they've chosen is very Arctic-like, it's very interesting. Let's see how the shoe should fall in your sneaker collection. Is it a miss, is it a maybe, or is it a must? Now is it a miss? Absolutely not. Now the things about Foamposites is you can kind of go two ways with them. One, as I've talked about in the past, being you can either go really exciting and do really interesting patterns or prints. We've seen it with obviously the Galaxies. Or you go the other route and go a main block color, and that's how you build a fantastic color wheel if you're a collector. Now the colors they use sometimes can be quite acquired, but I think this particular one is a fantastic shade of blue. We have seen plenty of blues on Foamposites before. We've got royal blues, UNC blues, we've had a combination of blues. I personally really like this blue because I feel it's both a statement, but it's also something that's not going to completely detract from your outfit. I think that's one of the things I really like, and I know it's not an official UNC colorway because they obviously have a university blue that they've released in the past, but I feel like it's almost a better blue than the university blue in the past release. So for me, in terms of ratings, I'm going to put this very firmly in a must. I think the materials are kind of this great matte finish, and I think you're really going to level up your collection by having this. Moving on to the vibe check. Now the vibe check is my way of looking at a release and seeing how it stacks up to past releases, either capturing the exclusivity of a pair that you couldn't get or helping you get a pair that's far out of your price point. And this pair, I think, has a few examples that it does lean up to. Now, obviously, Foamposites are kind of hard to replicate in terms of what they are from a vibe check perspective. They either look very similar to another pair or completely different. And for me, there's only two vibe checks I could think of in this case. And the first one we've already loosely talked about, which is this pair here, the Nike Foamposite in the University Blue colorway. Now, if we compare these shoes, both shoes have a lot of overlap in terms of being a lighter colored blue. I think we talk about University Blue, and I've got a few UNC and University Blue colors, but I do think there's a real variation as to what we actually call that color. Sometimes it's very pale, sometimes it's quite dark, sometimes it's vibrant, but ultimately it's kind of like all variations of baby blue. I know it's based on the North Carolina colors, but for me, I do feel like you do see a bit of variation. And when we compare these two pairs, I actually feel that Psychic Blue is more true than the actual University Blue they've done in the past. That said, the University Blue came out quite some time ago, so you're probably not going to get your hands on a good tidy pair of these. So in terms of getting a pair that kind of captures that, or you're growing your UNC collection or color wheel collection, I think this is a great vibe check for that. Taking things a bit of a step further back, and this vibe check is a little bit more liberal, and I do sort of see it similar to this pair here, the Nike Foamposite in the Okay, just to preface, we don't call that Albany in New Zealand, we call that Paua. This one is obviously based on the shell that you find in this particular seafood, where it's got that shimmering effect of the greens and the purples and the blues. So I do think you're getting small vibe check there because the kind of combination of those three colors that you tend to see is similar to the colors you get on the Psychic Blue. So I'm not a perfect one-for-one vibe check. I do think it captures some similar notes, and because it's such a unique look, that particular pair, the Albany. I'm just going to put it on screen. You know what the word I'm looking for is. And because it is quite similar to that pair, and I'm not going to say the word because I know I've absolutely killed it. I don't know if we're going to see that pair retro too soon. Nike will pull everything out from the world eventually, but I don't think you're going to get hands on that easily soon, so this is a great vibe check for that. Alright, up next, moving on to Brooklyn's take, and let's see what my fiance's thoughts are on this pair here. Now she knows both my dad and me are really high on our Foamposite vibes at the moment, so I think because it's both kind of UNC coloured and both a popular model that we both like, I think she'll be very high on this ranking, but let's see, is it a near miss or is it a near misses, and how many Purple Heart rankings does it get? It's the pair your phone's chilling on.
Oh yeah? Carbon fibre?
Yep, so the carbon fibre bottom like a Jordan 11.
These look very uncomfortable. But we all know that I like UNC.
So this is a Foamposite. You've reviewed a couple of Foamposites this year. You did the Black Vault, green outsole, and you did the one called the Galaxies, which had the Galaxy print on the side. how do we feel about this Foamposite here, called the Psychic Blue?
I like it. It is quite a cool shoe. I want to not like it, but I don't know why. I don't know if it like is alien-y. Kind of looks like an alien. I don't know if I'm just trying to find things I don't like about it.
Well, I already own it, so you can't hate on it too much.
Well, I hate it now. Yeah, no, I think this is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm trying to force myself not to like it, but I do like it. Overall, I like it because of the colour. I like the black. Is that velvet? Ooh. I like the little tiny tick. The tiny tick, which is very, very nice. I imagine this shoe gets very dirty very quickly though, very easily, which I would say is a down thing.
That's why I buy more.
Right, and because of that, I might rate it a little bit lower. I might actually go 7 purple hearts. It's nice colour, nice material, even though we're not too sure what it is. Overall, it's going to be in the misses.
Woo! I get to keep them.
Yeah, yay!
Thanks, babe, for making time for this channel, and I'm so pleased that you like this pair because I also am a big fan of this colour blocking and this colourway. So I'll definitely be putting a lot of miles on this pair. That said, let's get into our final thoughts and get this video to a wrap. Well, that's game time. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comment section below, will you be going for this pair? I'm also really curious to know if you were building a UNC collection and colorway yourself, would you go for the University Blue pair or would you go for this pair? Curious to know, let me know in the comment section down below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.